Hello everyone, and welcome back to the wonderful white walls of Cannor. In the last one, we were working on just getting stuff ready. I believe we made Vern March our dominion, so we're working on that. And we had a little bit of a kerfuffle with the, the rebellion over here. Because our king died, and we apparently got really, really unlucky with the meantime to happen for getting a new one. So, in this one, we are going to wait on that. I'm going to do a couple things, and then we're going to take a save at the new year so I don't keep getting auto-saves. And then we're going to, save scum? So that I can get a king with at least one level 6 ability. Why is that? So that this ticks down 2 months slower, so I can have this actually be able to be built and not just gone forever. Because I think that's really dumb, and I don't like that. Alright, let's move you over to here, because you're also out of place. And the reason I'm building those is because I also looked at this mission right here, and you get extra stuff if every white wall of Cannor province fulfill it. Yeah. Double the values of the modifier double. Wait, that's values of the modifier. That means the well-defended core for 20 years. I mean, 20% dev cost is pretty good, not gonna lie. I think that's worth it. Okay, we've got a couple months. If we get a king in the meantime, we're good. If not, then, you know, whatever, it's fine. We'll just have to save scum it for it to work. Alright. That looks good. We're gonna hit the save right here. This is on the Corintar save. I'll be changing the save name after this is done. Istralor, we're gonna ignore everyone else for now. I'm also gonna stop drilling with my armies. You're coming over to steal. Come over here. And then we're gonna hit the save. Yeah, let's hit the save here. Yeah, I know, same day. But I did some other things. Okay. Let's see if I get lucky with the event. Or not. Let's see what happens here. And there we go. Trials of Castun. We got a new one. This is actually something else. News of the death of our former ruler has spread far and wide across our realm. With this reopening of the Trials of Castun, taverns and meeting houses are abuzz with gossip as to who will dare attempt the trials. Many harbor quiet beliefs that would surely pass easily, but few muster up the bravado and wherewithal to actually travel from their comfortable homes to trial mount. That is, until now. Several aspirants have made their intentions to take the trials known, and a date has been chosen for them to concurrently ascend. Of course, only one can eventually become Castun. We must choose one of them to try and bring through the Trials of Castun, but be warned, failing may mean that one of the other aspirants succeed. Okay, cool. Let's see. So, diplomatic skill. I think Plucky Adventure is going to be good. I'm gonna do the noble, actually. I think the noble's gonna be good. Alright, preparations, let's go. Alright, Trial of Castun the 5th, the Great. The path the North Citadel fades slowly but surely into the ancient forest. Gnarled trees overcrowded the trial, building a mottled canopy with their moss-drenched and outstretched arms. Hours of difficult travel later, the path finally loops out onto a rocky ridge, looking south toward the North Citadel and beyond. On this particular clear day, the lands of Cannor stretched far into the distance. There was Cstonath, the lower and upper sections clearly demarcated. Is that how you spell that? I don't think I've ever seen that word actually written out. I think I've only ever heard it. Demarcated even from a distance, and even further beyond. One could almost imagine the hazy shimmer of Lake Silvermere. Here was the Trial of Castun the 5th the Great, who heralded a period of near continuous expansion and growth for Cannor millennia past. At the precipice of the ridge was a massive stone desk with the outline of the entirety of Cannor meticulously scratched on. With a light touch, the unnaturally cold stone, the Castun hopeful found that a thin white line appeared wherever they traced their fingers. To move past, the Castun hopeful must draw Castanor's border as they currently are, and then as they shall be. Oh, so we get claims for this one. Okay, cool. If we pass Woodall area, North Dreadmire, or Johnsway. Johnsway, I think, is over. I don't care about that. North Dreadmire, probably useful there, or Woodall. Let's do North Dreadmire. That one. All right, very nice. Journey continues. And the Realm Builder. We did this one in the past, so we're gonna grab the expensive jewel. We're gonna enchant it with magnetic properties and put it in the middle. All right, very good. I don't think I've ever lost that one, because I did a couple test runs just to make sure that I could actually do these properly, because that's dumb. Summit within sight. All right, Giantsbane. All right. Before us is a trial unlike any other. Giantsbane demanded those who follow in his footsteps take on a foe of equal stature to those he conquered, in the form of a massive, magically enhanced immortal golem. The golem cannot be killed, but it can be disarmed, and if so, it will decapitate itself and kneel before you. Okay. There, it will rest, slowly growing moss until the Castan dies, at which point it shall return to life and repair itself. How should the Castan hopeful approach the challenge? Yeah, let's scout it out first. The golem rests in a woody glade, more verdant than Trial Mount usually appears. The Castan hopeful might be able to scavenge some useful equipment from the flora, or perhaps climb one and leap upon the golem to start the fight off with a bang. Let's try to find something. Trees, vines, rocks, ferns, and more. All may be useful, even when going up against a massive construct of enchanted stone. Perhaps a few weapons could be crafted of sharpened rock, or alternatively, some traps of snapping vines might harry the golem's steps. Let's do some traps, and let's go. The golem was not particularly perceptive, allowing Castan hopeful to set up snares of vine and stick, even a pit trap in its surroundings. It was then easy work to lure the golem towards them, but unfortunately they had little effect, the vines breaking in a single stride, and even the pit trap barely making it stumble. Well, let's fight. It is a formal duel, a wrestling match, and a back alley brawl, all wrapped into one. It is... Oh, it's all three of those things together. Okay, that makes much more sense. It is none of those things. Fighting a magical golem designed by Castan millennia ago is not an easy fight, for it is resilient and hard-hitting even if it is slow to move. The Castan hopeful has been able to hit it hard, and it is clearly the worse for wear, but it is just when victory seems in reach that a particularly vicious shove finally hit, and the Castan hopeful was knocked to the ground. Before they could arise, the golem half stumbled, half leaped onto their prone body, engaging a messy grapple. This is where the fight is won or lost. What to do? I think we're gonna break the hold. Alright, and we won. Cool, crack. The sound rang through the glade as the golem's weapon fell from its grasp. Suddenly, the stone figure's arms went limp as it moved to kneel before the stunned Castan hopeful. It then removed its head with a single tug, laying it before the trial's victor. You may not be a Giantsbane, but you have certainly earned the name Golembane today. Very nice. So this is the new Castan. Stats will be determined when I click this button, so I'm going to hit the save button now. Put on backup. That's fine. All right. Give me good stats. All right, we're good. We don't have to reload. Nice. Ooh, nice. The Cannorian Interregnum has returned. No, it's gonna be the guy. He is now a Castan. I pledge to defend my land. Okay, we've done this before. Cool. All right. Gain 1 Diplo and 1 military. You have a 33% chance of gaining one of each. Of gaining one of anything, and a good chance of being Conqueror, Lawgiver, or Careful. Okay. Or would Careful give me those? Well, let's see what my stats are. 363, it's gonna turn into what? 363 turned into 364, I'll take it. And that should be ticking down just slow enough now. Yep. All right. First try. I'll take it. Okay, Istralure wants to be my friend again. I don't care anymore, Istralure. Sestrand, you're weak. I don't care what you think. Okay. The other thing I want is, ramparts. Who needs a rampart? You need a rampart. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take those areas. Okay. So now we just got to wait on these guys to pop, and then we're going to fight them. Marhold gets to be level 2, please. Let's see. Who else wants to be level 3? Who's actually good to be level 3? I do want this to be level 3. You can be level 3 for that. And you can be level 3 for that one. Not big enough. Okay. Who else wants to be level 3? Not you. I can have 5 level 3s. I think we're good, though. I think we're good, then. This should be fine overall. I already control all of this trade. I would need some more trade over here. Let's see, you should be big enough. So grab that one. Indiebury, I don't care. This is for Legion Maker Structure. I'm going to turn that down for now. Let them do what they want. Alright. That went well. What's his name? Oh, good. He's actually cast on the 14th. Or, sorry, 54th. Legion Made Progress. Please build it. Yep. Truce expired. Okay. Spider Wretch. Would you vassalize? I think you would, actually. They would. How are we looking on that? I definitely could. I definitely could. Is it worth my time? Yes, it's worth my time. Alright, Spider Wretch. I will take you up on that. Alright, let's turn that one down. Legion Made Progress. Very good. Alright. You will give me your money. I will give you a guarantee. Oh, Cook Deer, are you ready? You need 30. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what else you can do. Give you those. Give you that one. Got your money. And I'll give you military access. Alright, and then we just gotta wait. This one is for modernizing the walls. We'll do that later, because I do want to finish that. The problem is, in the meantime, these guys are going to be annoying. Marhill. This will be done in 2 months. Who's that? This is fine. Oh yeah, where are my claims? Is it just on this state? Are they permanent or just claims? They're just claims. So, Quavoria gets to be next. Probably spy on them. Who's mad? Could you don't? Yeah, stop being mad. How about that? Progress in Marvale. Alright, and that should be done here. Yes. South Citadel is available to do stuff with. I just wanted that to actually be available because it would have gotten broken to the point where I wouldn't be able to do anything, and I didn't like that. Okay, admin points. Is there anything I can spend admin points on? We'll look on development. There are some places that are not very well developed. Let's develop here. Ooh, interesting. What trade goods do you have? You have good ones, so we'll do that one. And this province is very low dev. Okay, 15. Here, 10. They're orcs. They'll change. Okay. Looks good, and you are at 19 dev. Looks good. A small revolt. Please kill them. Because I definitely need a bit of a war chest for this. Okay, are we giving out subsidies properly? Diplomatic expenses, we're giving them to Cookdeer and Vorin March. We're not giving them to Sternvar. I'm okay with that. There it is. This is the Uprising once again. We read this last time. We're going to go fight them. They're going to have some fun. You guys are going here and then to that one. You can go get those guys. You're grabbing that one. You're going to help with that one. You're over here. Then you guys get to form a big stack and go help over here. We're going to have a death stack over here. Where is my current capital, actually? Ah, back to Beyond Trust. Okay. I do need to do some things for these guys. Turn that off. I think number one, I want to actually, they're not at war, right? They are at war. All right, they can wait then. Oh, did my allies get pulled into this? My allies got pulled into this? Oh, that sucks for them. All right. These missions, I believe I need to embargo them. So let's start with that. Did I read this? I did read this. 100 diplo points for a lot of money. Sounds good. Cultivate loyalist cells. Spy network of 50 over there. We can work on that in a moment. Yeah, here's their huge stack. There's their death stack. Go kill them. Actually, you know what? No. We're not going to kill them. We're going to have 2 of you on that. 2 of you on that. And the rest of you on that one. That looks good. Finish them. They got a huge stack that I don't need to deal with. United Path. I don't think I've done that before. Fewer rebel-controlled armies than one. Once we root out the Enhardrakan from our own provinces and retake those occupied by the traders, we can finally regroup and coordinate an assault into the Enhardrakan's lands. Let us show the world what happens to those who dare question the authority of Castan the 54th, chosen by the Trials of Castan itself. Very nice. Okay, very nice. Definitely take that. Stability of 2. I have plenty of admin points, so let's just do that part. And in fact, I do have plenty of that, so let's... Alright, stabilizing the home front. The traders and our Draken Patricians have left chaos in their wake, denting our economy significantly with their betrayal of Cstonath and the rich lands in Inner Cannor. But before we can take the fight to them, we must ensure that our lands are loyal and that our rule is secure in the rest of these lands. Very nice. Alright, and you need to get spied on. Need to go over here. Whoop. That's what we can do. You have built construction, that's fine. We are losing money, like a lot of money off of that. Wow. Is it because of trade? Perhaps. Part of it's probably because, I'm still embargoing them. Infighting in Eswick. That's a whole thing. As philosophers and thinkers debate with words and generals and swords and generals and soldiers fight with arms for the claim of the two Castans, so too do ordinary people of both factions take their own sides. For the most part, those remaining in the fields and workshops lay low, working as they always do and not caring much about their overlord. Not in Eswick, however. The people of the area have split into 2 roughly equal groups, one supporting our Castan and one supporting the false Castan. Each group has formed a mob, 100 strong, scouring the countryside for targets from the other's side and posturing against one another. Violence has been avoided for now, but who knows how long it will last. Eswick is these guys? That's Esker Fork. Who's Eswick? Ah, over here. 27 dev. I lose 1 base tax, maybe? Well, I suppose we'll look at the prestige, see what happens. Oh, we got the good one. Nice. Certainly take that. It's my siege. It is not. You may come over here. Land theft. You guys both suck. Legion Way, very good. Anything else I can do in this fight right now? Full cinch. Strangle their trade. These are control Cstonath missions. Just need to get to 50 spy network there. Okay. Cut off the dragon's head. Need to win 5 battles against them. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Sapphire Watch. I'll take that for now. Ah, that's why. I think we're way over the force limit. Yeah, we're way over the force limit. That's why we're losing so much money. That makes sense. Uprising status. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. If I click this button, I don't think it does anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's just to look at it. Okay. Yeah, I think we should be good overall. Kobolds grow, that's fine. All right, these provinces could go on defensive. You are not taking my forts, dude. Let's see what we got over here on that set. You will fall. Infighting at Balmire. Balmire, let's see what we get. I got the devastation one. Okay, that's not so bad. Silverdox has fallen. Alright. Have we won 5 battles? Does it have to be us winning the battles? Yes, it does. Alright. It has to be us winning the battles, not our vassals. Okay. There we go. Please kill these guys. Can't quite get in there. Darn. That's annoying. That is ridiculous siege ability. Wow. Alright. I guess you can stay there. Let's move you guys over to this one. Or they're going in. Alright, that'll be for you. What did we get? Which one did we get? Scorch their homes. Right, we got North Cstonath. The Patricians have made their homes in North Cstonath and the Upper District for centuries. Much of their accumulated wealth and prestige lies in these urban estates and towers, soaring above the rest of Cstonath. If we can capture North Cstonath, we can quickly knock them down a peg and force them to face the consequence of their rebellion. Wow. Bye-bye. Peacekeeping missions. The Anardrakan uprising is now a reality that reaches all aspects of our society, and the peasants of our beleaguered provinces are no exception. We cannot predict which side they will take, but if we send some of our forces to recruit and propagandize, surely they will be more likely to support our claim for the rightful Kastan. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I got plenty of manpower. North Citadel has fallen. Noble elopes to the vampire. I don't really care. Can't quite get in. But I would like to take a fight. Didn't get it. Okay. Reasonably progress. Very good. Cannot quite get in there. That's fine. South Cstonath has fallen. Very good. You guys get to go to this province. Shatter their industry. The Anardrakan has the Dragon Forge running all day and all night, producing arms and supplies for their uprising. If Belgar were still alive in the mortal realm, he would surely weep upon seeing his forge turned against Cannor. We must regain control of South Cstonath again and cripple the industry of the Anardrakan. Alright, very nice. Sucks for them. It's fallen. Let's go. In fighting. Got the prestige one again. Stay winning. Capture of Varela. Alright, I'll deal with that in a second. I believe this should count for one fight. Yes. The Anardrakan cavalry has been nigh unbeatable, time and time again outclassing our own. Okay. Okay, sure. I mean, if this didn't call my allies in, maybe. This time, however, we were not caught off guard. As the traitors cut deep into our lines, our prepared stakes were raised from the ground, encircling the now entrapped cavalry. sending the horses into a panic, and the soldiers surrendered not long after. Now General Arella, or the Argent Claw, as she is known among her traitorous legions, is at our mercy. We now have a choice to make. By all rights, the woman should be executed for her treason against the crown, which would set a good example for the other traitors. On the other hand, Arella's skill on the battlefield is immense. It would be a waste to send all her experience to the grave. As such, some of our advisors suggest cutting a deal with her, so we may use her against the traitorous patricians. Die? Or I get a decent general. Lose stability if she dies. I got admin points. I don't really care. Is that general worth it? A 2-6? Like, what are we doing here? A 2-6 is really not worth it. Die. Bye-bye. Dull the Argent Claw, commanding the vanguard of the patrician force, was Arella, cutting a fearsome figure atop her purebred horse. Should we prevail over her in battle and capture or kill her, the Enhar-Draken's cavalry will surely fall after. Very nice. Ooh, okay. Cavalry compatibility and leader shock. That might be permanent. So I'm not seeing it anywhere. It's done. We're going to leave that one here. We're going to go get him. Go get him. Yeah, well, he's going to go kill that. Because that will count. Capture of Elicast. General Elicast of the Enhar-Draken, also known as the Burnished Wing, has been a thorn in our side for too long now. An exceedingly gifted speaker, as well as a brilliant tactician, he has the backbone of the traitorous armies, and now, finally, the bounty we have put on his person has paid off. The night before a battle, a band of adventurers slipped into the enemy command tent and brought him before us in chains. We now have a choice to make. By all rights, the man should be executed for his treason against the crown, which would set a good example for other traitors. On the other hand, blah, blah, blah. Okay, same thing. 4-4. I don't care. Die. Alright, allies, thank you very much. I want you guys to... I want my friends to go home. Thanks. Like, I'm not gonna get enough to finish the missions. Elicast, the British Wing, holds the center of the patrician force. He does not burn as bright as Arella, nor as explosively as Grakos, but his demeanor helps calm the untested and inexperienced core of the Enhar-Draken uprising. If we can capture or otherwise kill Elicast in battle, we will be able to take advantage of the scramble in his absent causes. Very nice. And strangle their trade. In Lower Cstonath lies the old bazaar, choked with a maze of market stalls and shouts of merchants from the world over. The district is the epicenter of trade in Cstonath, and indeed all of Escann. Should we capture Lower Cstonath, we shall cut off a vital link connecting Enhar-Draken to the wider world. Very nice. And take the City of Stone. Cstonath holds great symbolic power as the center of patrician influence, and as the largest city in all Escann. Take the entire city, no small feat, mind you, and the uprising will surely crumble to dust. Very nice. That means our standing is good. Yeah, not quite there yet. They're going to be full cinch. Inner Cannor is surrounded and protected from outside forces by the Great White Walls of Cannor. Should we capture its length, there will be no escape for the treasonous Enhar-Draken and their illegitimate Castan. We can turn what was an outwardly defensive perimeter inward into the cinch that finally chokes Enhar-Draken into submission. Very nice. For this one, war exhaustion needs to be less than 1. Theirs needs to be at least 10. Internal loyalty. Everyone needs to be happy at 70 or greater. Wow. Uh-huh. That's really not necessary. This one I would have liked, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Which means I think we have to just finish it. None of these are permanent modifiers except for this one. Pretty sure these are permanent. If we look here, yeah, those look permanent. Artillery compatibility and leader fire. That would have been really nice. And I would have liked to actually fight them some more, but we are just too good. We were too good. Our vassals and our allies helped out a little too much. So I think we do have to just finish it now. Oh well. Do we have anything here? No, I think we have to actually get our claim strength to be higher to finish this properly. I think we just gotta chill on this. I don't think I can... Can I just take everything? Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, that's what I figured. So we're gonna chill, and hopefully we can get our claim strength up. We'll see what happens with that. And you're over here. Very good. I will revoke the embargo. We can go up to speed 5. Critics from Dawson's Way turned in. The high legitimacy and claim strength of our custom seems to have paid dividends. The people of Dawson's Way have gathered and turned in a group of informers who have been secretly relaying information to our enemies. What should we do with them? Show them mercy, or we can allow them to spread their position? Current unrest is -20. I'll take legitimacy. You got 2. Alright, I think we're doing fine. Losing a lot of money, but you know, that's how it is. I would like some claim strength, please. Let's see, what tech is this? All of them. Oh, that was imperialism. We're gonna have some fun with this. So we got line infantry. Line infantry tactics tried to find a balance between attack and defense and did not specialize in either. However, these infantry were stronger in fire and shock. Their aim would be to use the musket volleys to disorganize the enemy before they could charge, in particular if they were primarily a shock action force. Very good. I think we got these. Escanny dragoons. Very good. In 17th century Escann, a new type of cavalry called dragoons was created. Dragoons were basically infantry who transported themselves by horse. The name dragoon comes from the weapon they carried, a short type of musket or carbine called a dragon, named after the core sigil of Escann. Dragoons were widely used by all Cannorian nations, mostly because they were cheaper than normal cavalry. Very nice. Centaur refugees, we're going to be nice to the centaurs. Who we can nationalize them against? Friendly half-elves aren't around. That's sad. Huh. Okay. And I suppose we will improve relations with you still. Because I would like you to be my vassal at some point. Green Orc reactionaries. It's been so long. Go away. We're still #1 great power by a good margin. I just need an event, because I can't fight them anymore. Corruption. I suppose the other options I can give them a couple months, and I can, what's the word? Just truce break. I guess I could do that. Trail of Destruction. These are trolls. Let's be nice to the trolls. It's fine. They're just trolls. Go. There's that. Cultivate loyalist cells. Cstonath may lie nominally under the control of the Enhardrak and Patricians, but in a city so large, there is no doubt that pockets of our supporters still resist. We must reach out to them discreetly and offer our full support, for they could prove a valuable distraction as we march our legions into position. Yeah, that's fine. Are they at 10? They are not at 10, so we're going to wait on that. But our war exhaustion is climbing. Guess we just gotta wait. Let's have my armies drill. You, get a general. Could you? That's a Lawasar. Really? Chill. Let's finish this off. I'd like your trust to be at 100. There we go. And I can turn that off. And Lawasar, I would like you to like me some more. And I do need to drill with the rest of my armies. Very good. I believe this is my legions. Yep. You don't have a road. You may drill there. You're good there. You can go over there and drill. You're fine. You can drill, and drill, and drill. Notifier's nigh. Let the artificers do what they want. I don't care. You may drill here. I just gotta wait for an event, I guess. Because, like, there's not much else I can do. Because I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to end the event. End this thing. Switching sides. As this uprising drags onward, our superior claim to the title of Castling cannot be denied. More and more are seeing our claim as right, just, and right, with those who initially supported the opposing side no exception. A prominent patrician is even now trying to switch their allegiance to us, along with their resources. Shall we accept them to our side? Of course we will. Your traitors once, we can't trust them. That's 50 tipple points or 6,000 crowns. That's not what I want, dude. What I want is to be able to finish this. I just need one more click of claim. Come on. Legion Way complete in subject. Oh. I guess that just happens for anywhere that's not our land proper. Okay, cool. Good for them. Huh. Let's see. I own this one. I should build a fort on this one. Get out of here. Let's see. I do not have a fort on this one. Ramparts. I need ramparts on those two. I got plenty of admin points. Anywhere else want ramparts? Those guys are good, and I don't control the other ones. You're working on building that anyway. Actually, I'm pretty sure that gives you building speed, doesn't it? Construction cost and time, yes. So do that first. Excellent year. Thank you for the manpower. I appreciate it. You guys are... Okay, that's fine. I just need one event, guys. Come on. Come on, game. I don't need to be spying on you anymore. Legion Way progress. Very good. I just need, like, one more fight. Come on. Traitors Revolt. All right, let's go fight them. In Spirit Cage and Sarwick. Spirit Cage. Wait, what? Sprite Cage. Yeah, stop drilling. And Sarwick. Let's give him the tick. Peacekeeping missions. The Anhard-Draken uprising is now a reality that now reaches all aspects of our society, and the peasants of our beleaguered provinces are no exception. We cannot predict which side they will take. Okay, yeah, cool. Send them in. Yes, please. Did that push us all the way? Yes. Can I click the button? Well, let's do this first. Get these guys out of here. I decided to leave instead. Can I click the button? I cannot. Will I get an event now that it's entirely on me? Critics turned in. You can be mad. I don't care. Are they at 10 war exhaustion? They are not. It should be. Come on, game. Come on. Raising capital. As the Anhard-Draken uprising rages on, lifeblood commerce does not stop. A trade in authentic Cannorian artifacts seems to have sprung up as the public consciousness and awareness of Escann's long history rises in response to the questions raised by the uprising. Several merchants have approached us directly about selling off some of the artifacts in our collection, which we do. No. Not selling that off. I don't need that. If I sue for peace, is there anything in here? Oh, Anhard-Draken Proclamation. Well, there it is. I might have missed that before, but I guess we're full claim strength. Enforce their authority, part of the war goal. All right, very nice. And give me your money, I guess. No, that's fine. I'm sure that means they're back in our land. No. It is a somber scene in Cstonath as the sun sets on the end of the Peace Summit. Cstonath still stands, as it has for millennia, yes, but all around are reminders of yet another war, yet another conflict, yet another mark on its weary surface. Only just recovered from the Escann Wars consolidation, a new set of scorch marks to join those made by the Dragonwake, a new collapsed building to join those stripped by the Greentide, and destroyed by the Magefire during the war's consolidation. But at the least, here was a chance for reprieve from destruction, a chance to move forward again. Representatives from both factions are present, the energy a mix of disappointment and fear from the Enhardraken's side, while the Cannorian contingent emanated a tired victory and satisfaction. The terms were unconditional. Cannor was to take full control of Enhardraken territories, with the society disbanded and their upstart Castan stripped of their title and shuffled off to a quiet retirement. The few loyal patricians were to be rewarded, while the traitorous ones were stripped of their titles and belongings. Cannor stands united once again, but for how long? The Patricians represented the last remaining vestiges of true Cannorian culture and its legacy. The Enhardraken uprising, the last gasp of an ancient dragon. Once powerful, but waylaid by age, the advent of new generation was at hand, but only time will tell if it can reclaim or surpass the legacy of Cannor. Regardless, Cannor stands united, and the world trembles in anticipation. Very nice. I get a new modifier, and I inherit them. Perfect. That's what I'd like to see. Ooh, Liberty Desire from Subjects Development -20. That's really nice. Oh, Puppet Nobility's gone. No! 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 Is that what I wanted? Can I switch? I can switch back to Puppet Nobility for a minute. But Enhardraken... Proclamation. The end of the Enhardraken uprising and the downfall of a traitorous patrician faction means a reinterpretation of Castan the Progenitor's old proclamations. Any human, patrician, or otherwise can be allowed to take the trials. A new Cannor for a new age. Okay. This should fix my economy in a month. It did not. Okay. You know what I can do? I believe it's mostly devastation, right? Yes, mostly devastation. So, they're not states. That's what happened. Well, that'll help. No! Alright, pretty sure we're governing costs. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you were that one. You were obviously this one. You were this one. You were obviously this one. And money. Okay. How are we doing on those? All except for this one. Okay. What do we got here? It's the money. It's fine. Okay. Is that everywhere now? Yes. All right. That's helpful. I have another merchant. Where are we missing? We are collecting here. We should be collecting here. Missions, millennia, old debts. Okay. Oh, this was the dwarven one, right? Just as Bulgar helped the Cannorians of old in their time of need and struggle, so too must we repay these old debts by helping the dwarves of today in their struggle to retake their homes of their ancestors. The face of the enemies of civilization may have changed from centaurs and fey-touched beasts to savage orcs and endless numbers of goblins, but they die to fire and steel all the same. Gain 15 mutual trust and historic friendship with the dwarven ally or subject. And small increase in tolerance on both sides, very nice. And reopening the Dwarvar is pretty useful. All right, thank you. Power the Bulgar Smiths. Okay, that's already done. A trust between us and the dwarves grows, so too does the ancient district of the Dragonforge. Though scuttled and destroyed during the Greentide, the site holds sway still as a traditional headquarters of the Bulgar Smiths, the crafter priests who worshipped their namesake, Bulgar. The skeleton of the Great Forge from the massive dragon's head that served as the main smelter to the man-sized bellows and pipes that provided the air that fueled the fire is still salvageable, so that the dragon's head can be seen alight and working to provide arms to our legions once again. We must do all we can to reinvigorate the Dragonforge and the Bulgarsmiths. Very nice. unlocks the ability to use it early. I already have it. If it's already been constructed, though, you get 3 base production. Very nice. All right. Let's get forts on the rest of these. That'll be you guys. Let's grab. You're both gonna need that anyway. All right. You also get one. You should be working on a fort. You're working on a fort. All right, how are we looking on ramparts? Getting there. Y'all will need it. You don't have ramparts. It's gonna be the ramparts. Okay. Anyone else missing? You don't have ramparts. They got rid of the ramparts. It's weird. Okay. And Silver Docks needs ramparts. All right, very good. You may have access, of course. That's the Artificers. The Patricians have nothing. Oh, we're good. Patricians, I will take, we'll take, not that one. Where's the one for that one? It's got the same symbol. That'll do. Okay. I think I'm pretty good with that. All right, but we're going to end the episode here. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you next time.